good day, everyone. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just arrived. Oh, okay. I have uploaded today's slides. Okay, today topik tak banyak. Okay. Sekejap yeah, okay. I have uploaded dalam e-learning. So you all boleh download dulu. Okay. Because today we will learn about disposal of land. Okay, and kita akan cross refer juga dengan NLC. Okay, National Land Code. And okay. Alright. So everyone ready? So I'm sharing the slide here. Sekejap ya. Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we start our today's topic, okay, regarding the sekejap, tak keluar pula. Ni, okay. Tak keluar juga. Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we will start our class today, okay. So today you will learn on the disposal of land and powers of state authority. Okay, yeah. Okay, so sebelum ni you all dah belajar regarding the provision dalam NLC on the classification of land, on the category use of land, okay? Okay, so ini adalah dia punya extension dia. Okay, this is the extended from the classification and category use. Okay, so what you need to understand, every land is under the state administration, kan? Okay, state land. Okay. So today we will learn on the disposal. So macam mana you nak buat suatu pembahagian tu, transfer the land, okay? So here, okay. Untuk disposal ni, kita akan cover dua bahagian tau. So today's part adalah disposal of land under the method alienation. Okay, so the next topic 5, which is next week. Okay, so next week kita akan cover untuk method of disposal by way of other than alienation. Okay, so apa definisi alienation? You can see in the section 5, right? Okay, so let's see what is the definition of alienation. So cross refer dengan your national land code, ya. Okay, alienation, let's see. Alienation section 5. Okay. So here, alienate and alienated land. So alienate maksudnya apa? So previously, dah belajar kan? So look at the section 5. Alienate means to dispose of state land in perpetuity of a term of in consideration of the payment of rent according to section 76 or in the period before the commencement of the act to dispose the state land in perpetuity or for a term of years. Okay. Sekejap ya. Section 1. Okay. So untuk this one, okay, so I dah buat satu gambar rajah lah. So under section 5, okay, state land or land in the states other than alienated land, reserve land, mining land and reserve forest. Okay, so see 12 nautical miles tu yang macam sebelum ni, okay, cover in our previous lecture. So apa-apa yang the above shoreline and under the shoreline kan, seabed. Okay, but not more than 12 nautical miles. Sebab kalau lebih daripada that nautical miles, that one is territorial water. Okay, territorial water is starting from the third nautical miles tu sampai the 12 nautical miles from it. Okay, that is the federation administration. Okay, for the territorial waters, and above than that would be the international water. Okay, now state land vested solely on the state authority. Okay, state authorities punya power. Okay, so I dah tuliskan siap-siap dah section apa yang you are kena refer untuk for your understanding this land tenure. Okay, land matter. So today you will learn state land vested solely on SA. So SA ni stands for state authority. Okay. Basically ni maksud dia adalah power lah. Okay. Powers of state authority which is vested in the NLC. Okay. So bawah power tersebut ada 3 power, main power. 3 main power of state authority regarding the land matters in Malaysia. Okay, so now you cross-refer section 5 dengan 40. So ni I buka section 5, another one I buka section 40 lah. Okay, sekejap ya. Yeah, okay, here. Okay, so state land vested solely on SA, state authority. So you buka dekat section 5, you cari apa maksud state land. So I'm showing it here. Okay, kejap ya. State land. Okay. So state land dalam section 5, alright, means all land in the state, including so much of the bed of any river and of the foreshore and bed of the sea. Okay, this one yang kita buat classification of land lah sebelum ni. Alright. So basically maksud dia adalah all land in the state. All state land other than alienated land, reserve land, mining land, and any land which under the provisions of any law relating to forests. For the time being, reserve forest, hutan simpan. Okay. Kalau dalam bahasa Melayu dia maksudnya adalah tanah kerajaan. Okay, tanah kerajaan. So kalau alienated land ni maksudnya pemberi milikan pemberi milikan. So maksudnya alienated land is tanah yang telah diberi milik. So diberi milik kepada siapa? So that one yang kita akan belajar pada hari ini. So another one is a B. So sorry, the other type of land B, C and D tersebut kita akan belajar for the next topic. Okay, so reserve land maksud dia tanah reserve, tanah hutan, tanah simpanan. Okay, tanah simpanan. Mining land adalah tanah lombong. And any land bawah tu nampak tak D? Okay, D for the time being reserve forest adalah hutan simpan, hutan simpanan. Okay? Okay, now check pula section 40. So section 40 rights and powers of the state authority. Maksudnya kuasa dan hak kerajaan. So section 40 kata apa? Property in state land, minerals and rock material. There is and shall be vested solely in the state authority the entire property. In sub A, all state land within the territories of the state. Okay, besarkan sikit lah. Okay, sub B. all minerals and rock material within or upon any land in the state, the rights to which have not been specifically disposed of by the state authority. Okay, so ini adalah the property in the state land, the harta tanah kerajaan. Okay, harta tanah kerajaan dalam bentuk tanah, dalam bentuk mineral. Mineral tu galian, minerals and rock material, bahan batuan. Okay, state land, minerals and rock materials. So these three type of property is vested under the power of state authority, kerajaan. Okay, so all the land and all minerals and rock material within or upon any land. Okay, so that one is the power lah. Okay, power of state authority. Atas ni warna biru atas ni. State land vested solely on state authority. So, apa power-power dia tadi? So, dia ada power of disposal, right in reversion and adverse possession. Okay, so you can see here section 41. Pause sikit. Okay, section 41, the powers of disposal of state authority and rights in reversion. Okay, so untuk yang ni, Allah, buka. Okay, so these three adalah power dia. So untuk power of disposal dengan power of rights in reversion, you boleh refer dekat section 41. Kalau adverse possession adalah 48. Okay, power of disposal maksud dia kuasa pelupusan. Bahasa Melayu dia kuasa pelupusan. Melupuskan. Memberi milikan. Okay, dalam konteks ni kita akan belajar maksud dia adalah melupuskan dan memberi milikan. Memberi milikan ialah alienation. So, dalam konteks disposal lah. Okay, so rights in reversion. Reversion ni maksud dia adalah hak perkembalian. Maksudnya tanah tersebut tu boleh dikembalikan kepada kerajaan state. Okay, rights in reversion. So the third right is adverse possession. Adverse possession tu adalah penentangan tak salah. Bahasa Melayu dia, terms dia. Pemilikan menentang. Pemilikan menentang. Basically maksud dia tu macam pendudukan tidak sah lah. Okay. Pemilikan menentang. So maksudnya that thing tu nanti kejap lagi kita cover. Okay. So today you akan cover untuk these three types. Tapi in the context of your learning, I tak akan go further untuk rights in reversion dengan adverse possession. However, for power of disposal, because this will relate dengan you punya topic on acquisition of land nanti, so kita akan belajar context of power disposal. So bawah power of disposal, you can see that, okay, I dah pecahkan dah, what can be disposed of. What kind of land that the state authority can dispose of? So what kind of land cannot be disposed of? Okay, and to whom the state authority can dispose the land? By whom can apply the land? Alright, and extent of disposal. So bawah the type of land that can be disposed. So ada method-method dia sendiri. So you dah belajar type, you dah tahu siapa yang berhak, you dah tahu tahap to what extent that the disposal of land can be done. Okay, then kita akan belajar on the method. Okay, lepas method you akan belajar on the procedure. So procedure ni nanti lengthy. Okay, procedure you akan learn borang-borang apa yang nak guna pakai. Okay, what types of procedure. Kalau tanah yang macam ni guna borang apa, tanah yang macam ni guna borang apa. Alright? Okay, so that one kita akan cover in the next topic. So on this topic, okay, you akan belajar on the alienation. Okay, so kita habiskan dulu powers of authority. So powers of state authority ada 3, powers of disposal, rights in reversion and adverse possession. Okay, So rights of powers of state authority, I dah asingkan kat sini, but we can have a look at it, okay, briefly. So power of disposal, section 41. Section 41 kata apa? Without prejudice to its powers and rights under any written law for the time being in force, the state authority shall have first, all the powers of disposal conferred by section 42 with respect to 1. Property vested under section 40. Second, reserve land. And third, mining land. So basically maksud dia the state can dispose any property vested under section 40. So you scroll balik section 40 kata apa? All the state land and raw material upon any land. Okay? And reservation land and mining land. Okay. So state land ni nanti you cross refer balik lah dengan section 5. Section 5 kata apa kan? So all the state land yang mana other than blah 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 blah, right? Okay. So that one is for powers of disposal. Okay, basically kalau you do further reading on section 40, section 41, okay, section 42, powers of disposal by the state authority, okay. So state authority dia ada power to alienate the land. Maksudnya untuk melupuskan atau memberi milikan tanah tersebut, tanah kerajaan. So basically all the lands owned by the government, okay, the state. Tapi in terms of certain things, the state itself can dispose the land, okay, to alienate the land in accordance with section 76B, to reserve state land. Okay, to reserve maksudnya boleh untuk buat simpanan. Okay, and then C, to permit the occupation of state land, reserve land, and mining land under temporary occupation license. D, to permit the extraction and removal of rock material. And E, to permit the use of airspace on the state land and reserve land. Okay, so panjangkan ayat dia. Okay, so I dah ni kan dah. Sekejap ya. This one you boleh tengok dekat same slide juga. Okay, bawah ni. Okay. So, maksud section 42 tadi, the state authority shall have power first to alienate state land. Okay, the disposal by way of alienation. Okay, and then tambah yang 5 ni. Okay, 5 ni first temporary occupation license. Biasanya I panggil TOL lah, tol. Temporary occupation license maksudnya lesen menduduki sementara. The land tu does not dispose for perpetuity. The land was disposed for temporarily. Okay, to occupy by that person. Okay, that one is for number C. Okay, 42C. 42B is to reserve state land. Okay, 42B you boleh tengok bawah ni, reserve state land. Maksudnya untuk menjadikan tanah-tanah kerajaan tersebut sebagai simpanan. Then you can see D, 42(1)D, to permit the extraction and removal of rock material from any land. So maksudnya kena dapat permit. Okay, permit to extract and remove rock material. Okay, nampak tak? I cross refer kan? Okay, and then 42 sub 1 sub E, 1E, to permit the use of airspace on or above state land or reserve land. Okay, so bawah ni permit, nak dapatkan permit untuk guna airspace. Okay, udara di atas tanah tersebut. Okay, so maksudnya ada berapa banyak method untuk under power of state authority? Ada 6. Okay, by way of alienation and by way of TOL, by of reservation, by way of grant lease of reserve land, then by way of permit. Permit ada dua. Satu permit untuk extract and remove rock material. Satu lagi permit to use a space. Okay? Clear so far? So now we go back to the powers of state authority. Okay? Back to it. So tadi tu kita dah cakap pasal disposal kan? Okay, now rise in reversion. Okay, nampak tak? Tengah-tengah tu, kolom tengah-tengah tu rise in reversion. Okay, so rise in reversion under section 41. So you buka section 41. Again, ayat-ayat dalam ni you tak perlu hafal sebab when you do for your mid-sem test and final exam, faculty akan provide you the NLC, okay? National Lane Code. So this one write in reversion. So you tengok section 41. So samalah write in reversion. Okay, nampak tak? B. 41, sekejap, 41 sub B. Okay, nampak tak? So the state authority shall have, B tu cakap apa? All the rights in reversion and other similar rights conferred on it by section 46. So maksudnya you kena cross refer section 46 juga. Okay, 41B. Now kita cross refer section 46. Cross refer section 46 cakap apa? Reversion to the state authority. So reversion maksudnya perkembalian. Perkembalian. So first, 46, section 46 sub 1. Without prejudice to the provisions of any other written law for the time being in force, alienated land shall revert to and vest in the state authority in the following circumstances. So maksud dia, the power of state authority lah. Okay, the power of state authority for the following circumstances. So 46 sub 1 sub A, upon the expiry of the term specified in the document of title. So maksudnya mengikut tempoh, mengikut tempoh dalam geran tanah tersebut. So contohlah maksudnya kat sini state authority kan boleh dispose. So later kita belajar dispose ya. Okay, so this one reversion lah. Okay, so dispose bila state authority dah lupuskan tanah tersebut. Contoh dia bagi satu period. Okay, period untuk menduduki lah. Okay, period for to occupy the land. So let's say the period sampai December 2022. So upon the expiry of the term, okay, the land must be reversed to the state authority. Dikembalikan. Okay. B. 46 sub 1 sub B. Upon the publication in the Gazette of a notice under section 130, that is to say, a notice published on the making of an order of forfeiture by the land administrator on the grounds of non-payment of rent or breach of condition. So B ni maksudnya setelah terdapat satu notis, notis yang mana dia telah diwartakan di bawah section 130. Okey, satu notis yang disiarkan untuk perintah menyita. Forfeiture is sita. Okey, sitaan. Okey, atas alasan tidak membayar sewa, non-payment of rent or breach of condition atau pelanggaran syarat. Okay, remember sebelum ni kan kita ada belajar the conditions, the implied conditions, the express condition. Ingat lagi tak? Okay, refer balik. Refer balik previous slide. So, kita dah belajar dah the express condition and implied condition untuk 3 kategori of land. Building, agriculture, and industrial. Okay? So, this is related to it. 46 sub 1 sub B maksud dia kalau the proprietor ataupun the owner of the land ataupun the occupier, seseorang yang menduduki di atas tanah tersebut, okay, gagal membayar sewa atau breach of the condition, so the state authority can take back lah, Alright, take back the land. Tapi kita punya term dalam land matter, you tak sebut take back ataupun acquire, okay? Reversion, maksudnya state authority dah beri milik. Tapi because you gagal nak bayar, dia tarik balik, reverse. Okay, you kena guna the term reverse. Meaning that on the grounds of non-payment of rent or breach of condition, the state authority has the power to reverse such land to it. Okay? So 46 sub 1 sub C, in the circumstances mentioned in sections 351 and 352, which relate respectively to the death of a proprietor without successors and the abandonment of title by proprietors. Okay, C ni maksud dia keadaan-keadaan yang disebutkan dalam section 351 dan 352. Yang masing-masingnya berkait dengan kematian tuan punya. Okay, kematian tuan punya tanah tersebut tanpa waris. The death of a proprietor without successor. And then ayat dia apa? And the abandonment of title by proprietor. Maksudnya peninggalan hak milik oleh tuan punya tanah. Okay, so you cross refer lah apa keadaan-keadaan dalam 351 dan 352 tersebut. Okay, let's see that. 351 and 352. Okay, 351 and 352, this one. Okay, reversion in absence of proprietor. Maksudnya tuan punya tanah tersebut either dia telah mati atau dia meninggalkan hak milik tersebut. Okay, meninggalkan tu maksudnya dia hilang lah, missing in action. Okay, so keadaan-keadaan dalam 351. So keadaan dia was stated here lah. Alright, please do further reading on this section. Reversion 351 and 352. Okay. Tapi this one, oh, sorry. Almost terbagi hint. Tapi okay, tak apalah. Tapi this one tak masuk you punya mid-sem test lah. Okay. Apabila masuk ke final exam, tengoklah. Okay, tapi this one, you please do further reading lah so that you can understand the circumstances. Okay, in the event where the proprietor of the land was absent. Okay, and then D, 46 sub 1 sub D, upon the surrender thereof in accordance with the provisions of part 12. Upon the surrender. Surrender tu maksudnya penyerahan semula. Serah balik. Okay, surrender. Oh, surrender, penyerahan balik. Okay, maksudnya the proprietor of the land serah semula kepada state authority. Okay. Okay, so far clear tak the condition for the reversion, the circumstances here? Okay, the rest of sections ni you boleh baca, but I will not dwell into it further lah. Okay, so for your understanding, you faham yang power je, power state authority. Okay, okay, so the last one before kita move to method disposal. So the last one is adverse possession. Okay, adverse possession, you boleh refer section 48. Okay, let's see section 48 cakap apa. Okay, section 48. No adverse possession against the state. No title to state land shall be acquired by possession, unlawful occupation, or occupation under any license for any period whatsoever. Okay. Maksud dia adalah tiada pemilikan menentang, tiada pemilikan menentang terhadap kerajaan. So ni maksudnya no title to state land. Tiada hak milik tanah kerajaan. Boleh diperolehi. Acquired ni maksudnya perolehan. Okay, should be acquired. Tidak boleh diperolehi by possession. By possession maksudnya secara pemilikan. Unlawful occupation, pendudukan tidak sah, or occupation under any license for any period whatsoever. Maksudnya pendudukan di bawah lesen untuk apa-apa tempoh sekalipun. Okay? Maksudnya kat sini no any unlawful lah. Alright. So anything unlawful or inconsistent with the state authority power. So no one can occupy the land. No one can possess the land. No one can occupy the land. And no one can use the land without the authority of the state. Okay. No adverse possession. So 341 dengan 425. So let's see section 341 and 425. 341 adverse possession not to extinguish title or interest. Okay, grant ataupun apa-apa hak. Adverse possession of land for any length of time whatsoever shall not constitute a bar to the bringing of any action for recovery by the proprietor or any person or body entitled to an interest accordingly, the Limitation Act shall in no circumstances operate to extinguish any title to or interest in land. Panjang kan? Okay, so basically maksud dia adalah pemilikan bertentangan tidak boleh menghapuskan hak milik ataupun kepentingan. Interest tu kepentingan. Okay, maksud dia pemilikan bertentangan tu untuk apa-apa tempoh sekalipun, okay, tidak menjadi halangan untuk pengambilan apa-apa tindakan oleh tuan punya tanah tersebut selaras dengan had masa dalam Limitation Act. Okay, do you know the period of limitation to take any legal action regarding land? Okay, dalam Limitation Act ni, Limitation Act ni maksud dia satu akta had masa. Okay, satu akta had masa untuk apa-apa tindakan undang-undang yang boleh diambil oleh citizen lah dalam country kita. Okay, so untuk kalau kriminal, perpetuity, maksudnya selagi mana you jumpa satu evidence walaupun relate dengan jenayah yang lama kan, jenayah masa lampau kan kalau orang sebut, jenayah 20 tahun yang lepas. Okay, if you obtain the evidence or admission, pengakuan pesalah tersebut tanpa apa-apa duress lah. Okay, tanpa apa-apa desakan. Okay, so you get it? Then you can report police and can move further for the legal action against that pesalah. Okay, kalau untuk land matter jatuh bawah undang-undang apa? Civil. Okay, land matter falls under civil law. Civil law, Undang-Undang Civil Limitation Act kata period masa dia adalah 6 tahun. Okay, 6 years. 6 years for any person to bring any action or recovery, okay, against the perpetrator. Perpetrator pesalah lah. Okay, so maksudnya 341 ni apa-apa tindakan undang-undang boleh diambil oleh tuan punya tanah tersebut. Okay, selagi mana ia dalam tempoh had masa Limitasi Act. Okay, Akta Had Masa. Limitation Act. Alright. So far, faham? Okay, last one, 4 to 5. Alright, section 4 to 5. Let's see. Okay, this one. Okay, unlawful occupation, state land, reserve land or mining land. Second skip. Okay, pendudukan tidak sah. Okey, di atas tanah kerajaan, tanah simpanan atau tanah perlombongan. So 425 sub 1. Okay, sub 1, any person who without lawful authority A. Occupies or erects any building on any state land, reserve land or mining land. Maksudnya tak boleh duduk atau bina bangunan sekalipun. Okay, B. Clears, plows, digs, encloses or cultivates any such land. Okay, 5. Sekejap. Membersih, membajak, menggali atau mengusahakan tanah tersebut. C. Cuts or removes any timber or produce on or from such land. Memotong atau memindah apa-apa kayuan atau hasil daripada tanah tersebut. So basically, kalau untuk 425 sub 1 ni, you boleh summarizekan that any person who without lawful authority cannot occupy or clear or cuts or remove any produce on the first state land, reserve land and mining land. Okay? So bawah-bawah ni dia explain lah. So pasal offense. Okay? Maksudnya kalau siapa-siapa yang buat tersebut commits the offense lah. Right? So you can do further reading untuk bawah ni. Okay? So far kita dah cover the powers of state authority untuk 3. Okay, 3 type of powers. First, dispose the land, pelupusan, rise in reversion, and adverse possession, pemilikan menentang. Okay, now we move on to the disposal. Method to dispose the land. Okay. Alah, I ada explanation kat sini. So you read further, okay? So tadi I dah buat terus cross refer dengan NLC kan. Okay. So reversion ni dia more kepada expiry of term. You boleh tengok section 76 sub A. This one kejap lagi kita tengok section 76 ni. Sebab section 76 ni dia cover juga untuk disposal. And then reversion, forfeiture for non-payment of rent or breach of condition. Okay, remember sebelum ni pun kita ada belajar previous class. Okay, forfeiture. So if anyone non-payment for the rent or breach of the condition, the state authority can forfeit the land, sita. Okay, and then death without successor tadi ada cover, and surrender and encroachment. Okay, surrender and encroachment ni, okay, let's see lah sekejap section 195 dengan section 49. 195. 49, effect of advance or retreat of sea. Okay, this one not really material, but I share with you lah. Okay, 49 ni the shoreline or the bed. Maksudnya kalau ada apa-apa encroachment, encroachment, bahasa Melayu dia sekejap perkautan. Okay, BM dia punya term perkautan. Tapi more kepada macam how to explain okay. Dia tanah, dia dah encroach that land. You know, like dia dah melebihi daripada dia punya boundaries dia. Okay? Encroach somebody's land. If you still remember in the previous semester, you ada belajar tort law. Okay, law of tort. Okay, this is your lawful land. Okay, kalau pokok you grow ke tanah sebelah, so dia dah encroach kan somebody's land. Dia encroach, dia macam extended. Maksudnya dah melebihi daripada boundary dia. Okay, so if ada encroachment, that is satu kesalahan. Okay, any unlawful encroachment. Okay, so dalam kes ni apa-apa yang terdapatnya encroachment dekat area laut lah. Okay, munduran laut, retreat of the sea. Okay, that one shall become state land. Okay, so this one 49. Satu lagi 195. 195, sekejap Okay, let's see the NLC section 195. Okay, power to surrender. Surrender of title. Okay, kuasa penyerahan balik. Okay, power untuk menyerah balik seluruh atau sebahagian tanah dengan kelulusan pengarah atau pentadbir tanah. Okay, so ini penyerahan semula lah. Basically untuk surrender ni maksud dia apa-apa yang mana tanah yang telah diberi milik oleh kerajaan. Lepas tu kerajaan arahkan untuk you serah balik semula tanah tersebut. Okay, kenapa kena serah? So the circumstances, the circumstances untuk kelulusan penyerahan semula tu dia ada explain dalam 196. Conditions for approval or for surrender. Okay, so this one. Surrender. Mana tadi? Okay. This one. Okay, so nanti do just do further reading lah. Okay, for the next sections yang kita tak cover tu. Okay, so next adverse possession. So tadi, okay, an occupation of land inconsistent with the right of true owner. Basically more kepada unlawful occupation. Okay, so tadi I dah tunjuk kat you kan section 48, section 425 and section 341. Okay, adverse possession should not affect any right to take legal action. Okay, so nanti do some notes lah, alright? Just how to briefly paraphrase the wording in the NLC. Okay, as long as you understand, as long as bila you answer tu, you faham macam tu and that is correct, so I accept as answer. Okay, but basically kalau you tak berani nak paraphrase, just ambil je lah wording tu, okay? Sebab kalau I buat undang-undang, buat case pun, I takkan paraphrase jauh sangat. Kecuali yang tadi kan ada ayat panjang sangat, yang tu ya I paraphrase lah. Kalau macam pendek je, contoh yang macam tadi pendek je. Macam ni kan, adverse possession against the state, alright? Kan sangat pendek kan, one sentence je. So this one no need to rephrase, okay? That's why I biasa ni kita cross refer je dengan NLC. Okay, sebab the wording tu dah memang termaktub kan. Alright. So kita dah cover powers of state authority. Okay, please do some further reading untuk yang section yang ada A, B, C tersebut. Okay, so basically yang important I dah cover dengan you all tadi. Okay, senang cerita you fahamkan dia section 40 untuk power, section 41, section 46, section 48. Alright, dalam tu pun dia dah rujuk kan 351, 352, circumstances. Okay, untuk adverse possession, circumstances dalam 341 dengan 425. Alright. Now, kita fokus pula dengan power of disposal ni Okay, the method of disposal of land. So the method of disposal of land dia ada dua, through alienation and through other than alienation. So you tengok yang kolom, this one apa shape kan? Shape warna kuning bawah sekali tu. Okay, method of disposal through alienation and through other than alienation. So hari ini kita akan belajar untuk through alienation. Okay, pelupusan ataupun pemberi milikan. Right? So what can be disposed of? Right? Tengok section 40. Okay, section 40 here. Okay, so what can be disposed of? The entire property in state land and all minerals and rock material within any land in the state, the rights to which have not been specifically disposed of. Maksudnya selagi mana tanah tersebut adalah di bawah tanah kerajaan dan apa-apa tanah yang melibatkan minerals, galian dan rock material bahan batuan yang mana kerajaan negeri mempunyai hak untuk dispose of. Okay? 40A B. Next, 41. Alright, 41, 41 powers of disposal. So, yang ni kita dah cover tadi kan power dia lah. Alright, so maksud dia ada state authority can dispose of this type of land. Okay? Next, what cannot be disposed of? Okay, what cannot be disposed of refer to 42 sub 2. Okay, nothing in this act shall enable the state authority. Sebenarnya macam prohibited lah. Okay, state authority prohibited to dispose the following land. Okay, 2A sampai 2D. So kita tengok satu-satu 2A. So the state authority cannot dispose any land for the purpose of mining within the meaning of any written law for the time being enforced relating to mining, perlombongan. Okay, perlombongan duduk bawah lesen kerajaan. Okay, so untuk perlombongan ada different akta. Okay, akta perlombongan. So that's why dia tak cover dalam ni. Okay, sebab tu state authority is prohibited to dispose any land relating to mining. B. To permit the extraction or removal of rock material from any land for the purpose of obtaining metal or mineral therefrom. Okay, state authority tak boleh bagi apa-apa permit extraction for removal of rock material for the purpose of obtaining metal or mineral. Okay, untuk obtaining metal dan mineral itu adalah hak kerajaan. Okay. To dispose of any land for the purpose of the removal of forest produce. Okay, or number D, to alienate any land so as to have the effect of less than 2/5 of a hectare of land subject to the category agriculture, or to any condition requiring its use for any agriculture, purpose being held by more than one person or body, provided that the state authority may, under exceptional circumstances, alienate such land to more than one person or body, notwithstanding that it is less than 2/5 of a hectare. Okay, panjang sangat kan? Okay, maksud dia, the state authority, okay, cannot alienate any land for less than 2/5 of a hectare land under the category of agriculture. Okay? Or for the purpose of agriculture by any person or body. Body tu maksudnya syarikat atau organisation. Okay, maksudnya tak boleh memberi milik tanah agriculture, tanah pertanian kurang daripada 2/5 hektar. Okay, kepada sesiapa pun. Okay. However, okay, provided, okay, you see lim maksudnya barisan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nampak tak? Provided. Provided that the state authority may, okay, boleh. May kalau dalam undang-undang dia bukan compulsory tau. May ni maksudnya discretionary. Okay, discretionary budi bicara. Sekejap mana chat I tuliskanlah the wording. Okay, this one. Okay. May tu maksudnya discretionary power. Okay, discretionary versus, okay, jap. Budi bicara satu-satu. Okay, discretionary power, budi bicara kan? Okay, so discretionary power versus compulsory. Okay, compulsory ni wajib. Kalau discretionary ni budi bicara, maksudnya tidak semestinya boleh dapat lah. Okay, budi bicara. So kalau mana-mana you nampak, Okay. So mana-mana yang you nampak compulsory maksudnya memang wajib kena follow. Okay. Tapi kalau you nampak ada me tu maksudnya discretionary power dia, state authority. So budi bicara lah. Okay, under exceptional circumstances, alright, to alienate the land. Okay. Okay, next, to whom? Okay, to whom? To whom ni, okay, sebenarnya ada tulis dia kat sini. Disposal by alienated land. Okay, ni tak apa, I cover jap satu persatu. To whom ni section 43. In section 43, let's see. Persons and bodies to whom land may be disposed of. Okay, kepada perseorangan atau organisasi. Okay, yang mana tanah tersebut boleh diberi milik. Boleh dilupuskan. Okay, dispose ni lupus. Alienated tu beri milik. So the powers of disposal conferred on the state authority by section 42 may be exercised only in favor of, and applications for their exercise may be accepted only from the following persons and bodies. So A, natural persons other than minor. Minor ni maksudnya underage. Underage yang tak boleh mengundi lah. You all semua kira adult kan? Boleh mengundi. Okay, B, corporations having power under their constitution to hold the land. Okay, mana-mana syarikat, okay, yang mempunyai kuasa ataupun kepentingan boleh memiliki tanah. C, sovereigns, government, organizations and other persons authorized to hold land under the provisions of the diplomatic privilege, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So basically sovereigns, government, organization and any persons that authorized to hold the land. Okay. And then D, bodies expressly empowered to hold land under any other written law. Okay, so this one 433A to H ni, section 433 capital A to H, they explain regarding the persons yang boleh memiliki tanah tersebut dan boleh memohon application to obtain the land. Okay, this one nanti kejap lagi I cover specifically. Macam apa tadi lupa pula? 43. Okay, 43. Dia satu, tak salah dia satu chapter. 43 capital A. Ni, okay. Under part 33A ni, okay. Restrictions in respect of non-citizens foreign companies, okay. So 433 capital A to H is only for non-citizens and foreign companies. Okay, sebab non-citizens dan foreign companies pun boleh, okay, dapatkan tanah dalam negara kita. However, subject to certain conditions. Okay. So extent of disposal, you boleh tengok section 44 dengan 45. Okay, section 44, extent of disposal. This one is for general use, okay, subject to the provisions of this act or any other written law, any person or body to whom the landlord has been alienated, reserved land has been leased, or a temporary occupation license, okay, shall be entitled to the exclusive use and enjoyment, the right to support the land, and where the land abuts on the foreshore. Okay, A, B, C. This one is rights, okay, hak, kepentingan. This one nanti kita akan cover dalam next topic. Okay, the rights to exclusively use and enjoyment of the airspace above the surface of the land and the underground surface. Okay, that one is for A. B, the right to support the land in its natural state by any adjacent land or all other natural rights. C, where the land abuts from the foreshore or any river or public place. Okay, subject to the document title, list and license and right of access yang mana ada condition. Okay, so D, A, B, C ni rights lah. Maksudnya everyone can exclusively use and enjoy the lawful land. Okay, lawful authorized land. Okay, to extent of disposal. Next is for specifically for minerals, galian, rock material and forest produce, hasil hutan. Okay, so 45, any person or body to whom land has been disposed of, mentioned in section 44, shall in the absence of any express provision in the document title, list or license, may be entitled to extract, move or use within the within the boundaries of the land, any rock material, be to fell, clear, destroy or use. Okay, tadi kan kita tengok section yang atas tadi, nobody can extract atau move the rock material kan, ataupun tidak boleh keluarkan forest produce, but it's subject to this extent. Maksudnya if a person was authorized by the state authority, okay, and the land has been disposed of to him, okay, subject to there is no express condition in the document title or lease or license, okay, so that person is entitled to A dengan B ni, okay, to extract, move or use the rock material within the land, okay, and then B, to clear, destroy or use within the boundaries of the forest, okay. So that one is to the extent of disposal. So bawah what can be disposed of, alright, section 40 and 41. Section 40, okay, so you akan belajar the method of disposal. 40 here, okay, state land dengan all minerals and rock material. Okay, so through alienation. Okay, this one is disposal through alienation. Okay, so I dah asingkan dah. Surface section berapa yang guna pakai, underground section berapa. Okay, underground ni not so much kita akan cover sebab most cases dispute on the surface. Kalau underground ni is very rare cases lah. Okay. So, bawah this disposal, okay, ada duration, perpetuity or leasehold, ada payment of the rent, payment of premium, category, it is subject to the category of land use, subject to conditions, subject to restriction in interest, and what is expressly stated in the title, geran. Geran ni nanti kita akan cover, geran ni ada banyak jenis geran, okay. Okay, so today kita cover dulu sampai interest and conditions ya. Untuk disposal by alienation, okay, terms bias under section 76. Okay, so okay, yang ni kan I nak teach you cross refer dengan section 76 ni. Okay. Okay, so meaning of alienation. Okay, the alienation of state land under this act shall consist of its disposal by the state authority. Okay, so 76A dengan double A, okay, for terms, okay, untuk terms. For 99 years, double A is for perpetuity. So kat sini I dah asingkan dah. You boleh tengok terms, leasehold or freehold. Okay, leasehold atau freehold land. Okay, freehold is the perpetuity. Okay, and then B, rent. Okay, this one, B. In consideration of the payment of an annual rent. Okay. So maksudnya state authority boleh melupuskan tanah tersebut dengan adanya payment of annual rent. Okay, sewa tahunan. Okay, C, payment of premium. In consideration, unless the state authority thinks fit to exempt therefrom in any particular case of the payment of premium. Okay, D, category of land use. So state authority can dispose the land according to the category of land use determined, okay, in accordance with subsection 52, sub 2 and 3. This one yang kita cover previous lecture, okay, category of land use. And then E, subject to condition and restriction in interest. Okay, condition kita pun dah cover last week. Condition, express condition and implied condition and restriction in interest. Okay. So restriction of in interest ni, sekejap I ada cover dah kat sini. Alright. So setiap satunya leasehold dengan freehold, I think is very clear kan. Leasehold ni 99 tahun. Double A ni perpetuity. Perpetuity maksudnya forever. Freehold. Tetapi still subject to cukai tanah. Cukai tanah. Cuma dia tak perlu bayar rent, sewa tahunan. Okay. So untuk B, rent dengan premium. Okay, rent ni quick rent. You boleh refer section 80 hingga 81 NLC. Okay, 80 hingga 81. Let's see section 80. Okay, supplementary provisions relating to approval. Okay, dengan 81. Items of land revenue payable on approval. Okay, please do further reading lah untuk section 80 dengan 81 ni. But basically, I dah conclude kan kat sini, summarize kan kat sini. Untuk rent, payable due upon alienation, first year rent. Maksudnya, apa-apa yang dapat diberi hak milik, okay, diberi milikan from the state authority. So, you kena bayar rent tu on the first year. So, the next year tu is subject to the state authority approval. Okay, selalunya dalam geran tanah tu dia dah bagi tahu dah. Okay, premium survey fees. Maksudnya setiap kadang-kadang tanah kan tanah sorry. Okay, so tanah ada buat survey kan, surveying the land. So kena bayar survey fees dia. And then fees chargeable in connection with registration. So payment of premium ni dia ada dua jenis lah, survey fees dengan fees chargeable in connection with registration. Maksudnya bila you nak daftarkan milikan tanah tersebut. Okay? I dah summarikan lah. Tapi please do further reading lah. Okay? Untuk section 80 hingga 81. Next, untuk D. Oh, okay. Tadi untuk double A. Alright, double A perpetuity. If you see the provisions kan. 76 tadi. 76. Okay. If you see the perpetuity dia ada 1 to 3 kan. Okay, 1 ni maksudnya kalau dapat grant perpetuity tersebut, okay, federal government arahkan untuk state authority bagi grant perpetuity. Okay, number 2 ini memang state authority sendiri satisfied that the land is to be used for public purpose. Okay, and then the third one, where the state authority is satisfied that there are special circumstances which render it appropriate to do so. Maksudnya which render state authority appropriately dispose the land. Okay, so kat sini you nampak tak? There are special circumstances. So anything, any wording you nampak special circumstances, it means something out of the ordinary or something unusual or something exceptional or something that exceeds in some way the usual or common. Dia betul-betul kalau dalam legal standard is what the court will look at and to determine the special circumstances. Dia ada stages lah, test dia, okay? Special circumstances, keadaan-keadaan istimewa. Alright? Okay. And then E, Okay, cross refer 76 ni tadi. Okay. Okay, 76D category of land use kan. So land use to refer our previous topic. Category of land use. Kan ada express conditions and implied conditions. Okay. So this one 76 sub E, condition and restriction of interest. 76E, subject to such conditions and restriction in interest as imposed by the state authority. Okay, so condition tu maksud dia condition that requiring continuous performance, okay, condition subject to a fixed term, imply and express condition, okay. Sometimes the grant tu dia dah specifically stated. Contoh condition requiring continuous performance ni maksudnya state authority bagi you tanah cultivate untuk cultivate the land, right? Okay, untuk buat satu tanaman pertanian. So you kena continuously gunakan tanah tersebut. Okay, sometimes condition subject to a fixed term. So kalau ada fixed term, kena follow the term. Okay, kalau expired, so state authority boleh ambil semula. And then restriction of interest, okay, restriction in interest, masuk RII, you boleh refer section 5, okay. Any definition dalam land, term-term dalam land law, you refer section 5. So dalam section 5 state that any limitation imposed by the state authority on any of the powers of dealings under division 4 and any limitation imposed under previous land law. So dealings ni kita akan belajar banyak type of dealing ya. Okay. So any limitation imposed by the state authority on any of the powers of dealings under division 4. Okay. Division, kalau you jumpa division ni, you tengok dekat index NLC ni. Okay. Nampak tak? Division 1, introductory. So bawah division 1 tu ada banyak part. Part 1A, part B, part C. Okay. So you tengok dekat division 4. Division 4 tu dekat mana pula? Ni chapter. Okay, this one. Division 4. Alienated lands dealings. Okay. So dia duduk bawah ni. So dealings nanti kita akan belajar lah. Dealings tu ada transfer of the land. Okay. Ada security transaction. Ada charge. Ada lien. Lease. Okay. It's another type of dealings. Okay. So restriction in interest ni any limitation lah. So example, leasehold land subjected to approval by the state authority. So dalam kes Toh Huat K against Lim Ah Chang, okay, the land was subjected to the express restriction in interest that the land could not be transferred within a period of 10 years from the date of registration of title. So dalam satu grant tu dia dah bagi tahu dah express restriction in interest. Okay. So the transfer of the land yang happen dalam kes ni, the transfer of the land transacted in this case was in breach of the RII, in breach of the restriction in interest, and therefore the transfer is incapable of registration, tidak boleh didaftarkan pindah milik tersebut. Okay. Sama macam kalau conditions forfeiture kan, sitaan. So kalau restriction ni dia ada limitasi-limitasi dia. Okay, who can apply? So tadi you nampak who can apply any persons or body under section 76. But subject untuk non-citizen and foreigner subject to section 433 capital A until H. Okay, so specifically you tengok dekat section 433 capital B. Okay, so ni. So the rights of foreigners to own the land. Okay, it is subject to the prior approval by the state authority has been obtained upon written application to the state authority by such non-citizen or foreign company. Okay, let's see lah 433B tu So, 433 capital B. Okay, non-citizen and foreign companies may acquire land only with approval of state authority. So you tengok dekat 433 capital B sub 1 A until E. Okay. This tapi yang I dah summarizekan ni lah. Okay. Only after prior approval by the state authority. Sekejap. Okay, so approval tu you tengok kat sini. Nampak tak lim yang ni? Bawah E ni kan ada but only after the prior approval. Okay, tapi any land, okay, the rights of the non-citizen and foreign company, you boleh tengok dekat 433 capital B sub 1 sub A sampai E. Okay, subject to written application by the non-citizen and foreign company and obtain state authorities approval. Okay. On the other hand, the rights of foreigner to own the land subject to FIC guidelines dengan policy. Okay, so this FIC guidelines is Foreign Investment Committee guidelines under the MITI, Ministry of International Trade and Industry. And another one is Malaysia My Second Home Policy yang government advertise kan untuk ajak non-citizen duduk Malaysia. Okay, so everything subject to this guideline dengan policy. Okay, so the guidelines of FIC tu, okay, for example, acquisition of residential unit must be for 500,000 and above. Okay, sebab bawah 500,000 is for citizen. Okay, so what kind of residential properties be prohibited? So dalam FIC guidelines ada tulis lah. This is the example that I can state here for you all. Okay, so prohibited to acquire and purchase these residential properties. So this type of properties adalah yang non-citizen tidak boleh beli. Okay, because this one is the in favor of citizen. Okay, and then agricultural land, foreign interest boleh beli, purchase agricultural land, but only for this purpose. Okay, conducting commercial farming activities using technology, operating industry based on agriculture, and operating a tourist project, but subject to the 49% dalam company tersebut owned by Malaysians and 30% from it must be Bumiputra. Okay? Okay. One, then approval of land for alienation. So what are matters to be determined by the state authority in dispose the land? Okay, first, area approved. This one you refer section 79. The matters for the state land to consider. Okay, 79 sub 2. The following matter shall be determined by the state authority at the time when it approves the alienation of land. Okay, so A, area approved, B, period of alienation, C, form of qualified title, D, form of final title, E, rate to calculate annual rent, F, premium and rate, G, category of land use, and H, express conditions and restriction in interest. Okay, so please refer 79 sub 2, sub A. Nampak tak yang I tengah showing ni? Okay, A sampai G. Okay, so the pendek dia tu I dah list down dah kat sini. Okay, then items of land revenue. So these this type of the payment and rent that need to be paid by the person or body upon approval of alienation, pemberi milikan. Okay, ada first year's rent, premium, survey fees and fees for preparation of title. This one is governed under section Acti 1 sub 1 of NLC. Okay, so please have a look at section Acti 1 sub 1 of NLC. Okay ni, items of land revenue payable on approval. 81 sub 1, okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, so the wording tu I dah summarizekan dah kat sini. Okay, ada 4 benda yang persons or body need to pay upon approval of alienation. Okay. Then effect of non-payment. So let's say lah, this type of payment, okay, contohnya seseorang tu diarahkan untuk bayar survey fee, tapi dia tak bayar. So what would happen? So the effects of non-payment you can see at section Acti 1 sub 2. Okay, this one. As soon as maybe after any sums have become due, maksudnya teraccrue, terhutang. In respect of any land by virtue of subsection 1 above, okay, the land administrator, pejabat tanah, pentadbir tanah, by notice in form 5 capital A, okay, ada borang dia, notice form 5A, require the intended proprietor to pay them to him within the time specified in that behalf in the notice. And if any such sum is not so paid within the specified time, the approval of the state authority to the alienation shall thereupon lapse. Maksudnya, bila state authority dah beri kelulusan untuk hak milikan tanah, you need to pay these types of land revenue that require. So let's say lah, if you fail to pay, then the approval will not proceed. Okay? Will lapse. So will lapse maksudnya bila dah lapse, then tak boleh nak proceed lah. So you need to start from the beginning. Survey balik tanah tersebut, check balik, okay, prepare balik the grant, okay. Later on, after your sem break, kita akan go through this concept of conveyancing. Nama term dia conveyancing. Tapi untuk maksudnya adalah kita nak buat prosedur tanah. Okay, yang tadi saya cakap prosedur. So you will have a look lah at what kind of borang-borang. So such borang untuk beli tanah, acquire tanah. Okay. So what are the effect? The approval will lapse and then the registration cannot proceed. Okay. So effective date of alienation, you can refer under section 78 sub 3. Sub 3. This one. Okay. The alienation of state land shall take effect upon registration. Okay, alienation of state land takes effect upon registration of a registered document title. Maksudnya, so tadi dah approval kan? So you kena register, daftarkan. Lepas daftar, barulah dapat geran tanah. Baru ada issuance of document of title. Okay. In the case of Dr. T. Teo Siu and others against pendaftar geran-geran tanah negeri Selangor. Okay. So the judge, Justice Hashim Yop Sani, then he was, okay. He said that section 78 subsection 3 of the code, the National Land Code, determines when an alienation of state land shall take effect, and it is clear from that subsection that alienation takes effect upon registration. Okay. So the alienation sampai ni shall take effect upon the registration of a registered document title. Okay, pendaftaran dokumen. Okay. So now you have learned on the disposal. So disposal of land by way of alienation. Pelupusan tanah dalam bentuk hak milikan. Okay, diberi hak milik. So basically what you need to understand to conclude, as long as the alienation, the process and the approval, okay, is obtained by the state authority, that means you can occupy the land, use the land and utilize the land, okay, lawfully. Okay, so long you dapatkan the approval by the state authority. Okay, and according to the conditions, according to the express and implied conditions of the land, and does not inconsistent with the RII, restriction in interest. Okay, so that one is for alienation. So next topic kita akan belajar disposal through other than alienation. So next topic you akan belajar TOL, okay? Menduduki sementara, lesen menduduki sementara, reserve state land, tanah simpanan, grant list of reserve land, okay? Pajakan, list ni pajakan tak silap I. Sekejap. Bahasa Melayu dia, sekejap. Tak nak salah sebutlah dia. Sikit. Okay, pajakan untuk reserve land. Okay, bagi untuk underground land. Reserve land tanah simpanan. Permit to extract and remove rock material. Okay, permit ni ada dua jenis, extract and remove rock material and permit to use a space. Okay, a space ni untuk tadilah right use and enjoyment dari atas sampai bawah. Okay, so this one kita akan belajar in the next topic, method disposal. So today you have we have covered the method disposal by way of alienation. Okay. Alright. So any questions so far? Okay, so today dah cover untuk disposal. So next week kita cover untuk method disposal other than alienation. Okay, so just a tips for your mid-sem test. Okay, sebab soalan baru approve. Okay, so please have a look on topic 1 until next week punya topic. Okay, so do some further reading. I rasa dia bagi hint kan, kalau yang macam reversion dengan position ni tak masuk lah. Okay, so method disposal tu masuk. Okay, for your mid-sem test. Untuk mid-sem test, I have requested for the jabatan untuk provide you with the unannotated NLC. So I'll update you all next week. Okay. Probably tak sebundle lah kan, dia tebal kan, tebal. So apa-apa relevant section sajalah. Okay, for you to refer before your test. Okay, untuk test masuk daripada topic 1 until topic 5. So nanti untuk final exam, maybe topic 1 and 2 tak masuk. So that's why for the mid-sem test, I masukkan dululah. Okay. Alright, so any further question, students?
Doctor, can you hear me?
Would you all would like to attempt answering tutorial questions before your mid-sem test? So probably we can discuss it next week or oh yeah, I'm getting my diary. Okay, this one. So because I nak cover lagi satu topik. Okay, actually you punya mid-sem test 30 hari bulan kan? 30 hari bulan Rabu, but your mid-sem test is for 4 to 6. Okay, so pagi Bukan pagi. Sebelum tu kita akan ada kelas sepatutnya. But I understand if you all nak prepare probably untuk pukul 2 hingga pukul 4 tu tak payah ada kelas lah untuk you all prepare. So kita tolak kepada hari Ahad, kelas hari Ahad. Boleh tak? 27 hari bulan. Okay? For those yang could not able to attend hari Ahad, please let me know. Ni untuk Ahad 27 hari bulan Kalau untuk next week, still 23 hari bulan kan? 23 hari bulan, hari Rabu kita still akan ada kelas. So next week physical kan? You all semua dah balik? Dah balik campus lepas mengundi?
Supposedly, yeah. Miss, so the 27th is for?
Sorry?
Yeah, for 27 to for next class. Maksudnya the class on 32 is replaced on the 27th.
23? Tak. 23 next week Next week kita ada kelas physical, Rabu.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
So, untuk yang 30, you all kan test 30. Okay, so 30 you all punya test kalau ikut my jadual lah if there is no further changes So pukul 4 hingga 6 petang. So kan maksudnya kelas kita kan 2 hingga 4 petang.
Yeah.
So 2 hingga 4 petang, I don't think you all akan fokus kot dalam kelas nak prepare midterm test. Kan? So I bagi you all time lah to prepare. So kita move our class yang Rabu tu ke 27 hari bulan.
Tapi on 27 tu, kita orang ada test pukul 2 petang.
Oh petang. Dengan ni ke subjek Dr. Sarajul lah?
Subject, yeah, Dr. Sarajul.
I see. Okay, kalau macam tu. Okay, then I move the topic 6 further lah kot. Then tak apalah. 27 tu tak payah kelas. Okay. So kita just next week kelas je lah sampai topik 5. Okay. Sebab topik 5 masuk you punya midterm test. So I still kena cover juga. Okay, boleh?
Boleh.
So 30 hari bulan tak payah kelas. So you all terus come je for test. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. So but I will be at the class starting pukul 2 lah. Okay. Sorry, kita punya venue studio. Studio tak salah.
Yeah.
So I akan ada dekat situ dari pukul 2. So you all boleh consult ke, nak tanya ke, okay? But in the meantime, I bagi you all some questions for tutorial. Okay, just try to answer it. Kita akan discuss next week. Okay, next week physical hari Rabu lah. Sebab kan Ahad ni you all, kita still cuti PRU kan? So you all still dekat you punya residential area. So kita tak ada kelas Ahad ni. So I datang JB untuk hari Rabu kita kelas physical.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. So nanti I bagi some tutorial questions and then kita discuss in the next class. So that's barulah you all understand macam mana nak attempt answer the land law questions. Okay. Alright. Sekejap ada siapa tanya? Can conduct topic 5 at this week. Topic 5 yang ni method through other than alienation kan? That one I conduct 23 hari bulan. Okay. The person yang tanya ni tak boleh datang ke? 23 hari bulan Rabu. Anyone, I hope that all of you can attend on hari Rabu. Sebab hari Rabu kita nak cover the other methods and for kita discuss lah how to answer the test questions. Okay? So 23 hari bulan kita cover yang ni. Sikit je lagi. Sekejap I show you lah this one. This one. Okay, TOL, reservation, list of reserve land and permit. It's not so much. It's more still kena cross refer dengan NLC. So the numbers of section tu I dah tulis dah kat sini. Okay, any questions? Any further questions?
Joel asked how many question and sub questions if any.
Untuk soalan test ke? Okay, soalan test you ada 4 questions. Each questions bearing 10 marks. Okay, sebenarnya questions tu, okay, I nak buat pendek tapi examiner, panel dia panjangkan sikit kan. So panjang sikit lah. Sebenarnya I rasa macam you all kena buat tutorial questions. Okay, sebab you akan nampak soalan tu macam panjang tapi sebenarnya I dah bagi hint dah dalam soalan tu. What are the issue? What should you explain to answer? Okay, so just a recap balik, ada ILEC kan, issue, law, application and conclusion. So ada 4 soalan, setiap satu bearing 10 marks. Cuma ada satu soalan sahaja, dia ada sub A, B, C. Sub A, B, C tu tak perlu explain panjang-panjang sebab tu bearing dalam 3 markah, 4 markah. So the total would constitute to would amounted to the 10 marks. Okay, so these 4 marks pula. So these 4 questions total 40 marks kan. So 40 marks convert kepada 20%. So your mid-sem test 20%. So at least you kena score half lah and above. Okay, but I rasa very clear so far. Kalau you all ada soalan, you all tanya. Okay, topik 1 ada, topik 2 ada, topik 3 definitely ada. Topik yang kita baru belajar ni I ambil sikit. Dengan next week punya pun I ambil sikit. Okay. Alright. Okay, further questions? Tapi test tak susah lah. Tak susah. Dia cuma lengthy sikit lah. Sekejap Oops. Okay. Is it problem question basis? Yeah. So ada story, you answer. Okay, contoh soalan dia advice. Okay, Mela, I tunjuk contoh lah satu kan. Sekejap let me see. Because I tak bawa balik I punya hard disk. So I'm not sure if it's here. Contoh. Ni state authority. Ni state authority. Setuju. Okay, this one. Student. Oh, okay, this one. Okay. Okay, let me show you lah. Okay, dia punya konsep dia. Share. This one. Okay, nampak ke? Nampak tak?
Nampak, Miss.
Nampak? Okay. So, contohnya macam ni. Discuss the type of titles. Ini final exam. Okay, I tunjuk contoh je lah. So, discuss the type of titles that can be issued by state authority upon alienation of land and the rationale for each type of title. This one yang kita akan cover next week lah. Okay, so yang ni. So, kalau 5 markah, you just tulislah type of title ada berapa. So, the rationale title ni is for everyone's reference regarding the classification of land and category use of land. Macam tu. Okay. So, another contoh is for soalan berkaitan fixture and chattel. Okay, fixture and chattel, you nampak tak bawah ni? Okay, so soalan tu Tengku Ian has entered into a contract to sell his bungalow to Medina. He consult you as to whether the following items are to be included as part of the subject matter in the sale. First, a fountain standing in the garden. So you rasa benda ni chattel ke fixture? Okay, so you terus je jawab. So contoh kalau markah dia kat sini 2 markah kan? So macam untuk you punya mid-sem test, I buat 3 markah. Okay, so you tulislah. Okay, a fountain standing in the garden, what do you think? Okay, chattel. Chattel tu maksud dia apa? Kat mana principle of fixture and chattel elucidate in the case Holland against Hodgson. So from there, you see the chattel is removable. So fountain standing in the garden ni, if that is big, that is if it is not affixed by bolts and nuts, it is chattel. But if it is affixed with bolts and nut, it is fixture. Okay, so your understanding here, dia tak tulis kan? A fountain standing in the garden, fixed by bolts and nuts kan, dia tak tulis kan? So you jawab lah benda ni adalah chattel. So it can be part of the subject matter in the same. If the marks is 2 or 3 marks, you don't need to put cases. Tapi kalau markah 5, 10 markah, you kena letak cases. Okay, so next, a stained glass lampshade attached to the ceiling by a chain. Nampak tak? To the ceiling by a chain. I dah bagi hint dah tu. Okay, which was a wedding gift from a friend. Okay, so macam contoh soalan, ada contoh tank fixed by bolts and nuts. So you nampak je bolts and nuts, there would be fixture. Okay, a dishwasher set into the kitchen cabinet. So what do you think? Try jawab. Dishwasher set into the kitchen cabinet. Fixture ke chattel? Oh, keluar. Okay, fixture. Alright. Bookshelves with which were screwed onto the walls. So bookshelf ni fixture ke chattel? Okay, bookshelf which was screwed onto the wall. Fixture. Betul. Okay, so a large chest freezer which was on hire purchase from Fast Limited. What do you think? A large chest freezer. Fixture or chattel? So Joel jawab chattel, yang lain chattel. Okay, correct. Okay, so I dah bagi hint sebenarnya. Kalau you all nampak which were screwed, which were mounted, okay, by fix something ke, okay, sebab large chest freezer memang besar. But you can still remove it kan? Okay, you can still remove it. It is not screwed. Okay, cuma kena ramai-ramai orang lah remove it. Okay, sama juga macam konsep wooden house apa, all wooden house. Okay, kan ramai-ramai angkat rumah. It can be done. Okay, so kalau you all dapat soalan macam ni, okay, yang belakang ni which was on hire purchase from Fast Limited. Okay, so yang ni untuk hire purchase ni, you refer balik cases sekejap, let me show you this one. Sorry. This one ni. Untuk kes-kes hire purchase, you refer balik yang charger and chargee relationship. Ni, okay? So ini kan ada hire purchase dekat sini. Okay, charger and chargee. Okay, untuk kalau you dapat soalan hire purchase, okay, dia tak ada tulis retention clause kan? You all kalau baca betul-betul cases ni cases ni nampak tak? Contohlah Sungai Way Leasing ni, okay, hire purchase tu dia ada retention title clause. Okay, sebab dia dah kata kalau apa-apa remain as the unit owner, you tak boleh pass the right. So kalau soalan ni, walaupun dia kata hire purchase, tapi dia tak tulis retention clause kan dalam soalan. So, it is chattel. You boleh pass kepada charger. Okay, pass kepada chargee bank. Okay, kalau I tambah soalan which was on hire purchase from Fast Limited, which exists retention clause that cannot be passed to third party. Itu the hint dia. Okay, so hint dia you apply cases Sungai Way Leasing. Okay, kalau tak ada, maksudnya boleh remove. Boleh jadi part of sale and purchase agreement. Okay, so ni contoh yang type sub-sub lah. Okay, another one, basically I tanya explain the meaning, okay, discuss the extent of powers with respect to the disposal, okay. Another one, jap. I bagi contoh, ada satu ni, jap, I tak jumpa pula. That's almost the same lah. Okay. Alright, okay, ada jumpa. Okay, last one. Sebab ni past year questions. Okay, so yang ni nampak tak? Nabil possess a piece of agriculture land in Nilai upon which he has built a concrete house. So in February, Nabil agreed to sell the land. Okay, under a sale purchase agreement for 50,000. But unknown to Johan, the land was actually held under a temporary occupation license that will expire on 31st December. So Johan later found out that the land office has sent a notice to Nabil to terminate the temporary occupation license for breach of conditions. Okay. So yang ni advise Johan on the following. First, whether he has any legal interest in the land and house based on the sale and purchase agreement that he signed with Nabil. So you explain lah. Okay, whether Johan ni ada tak hak-hak interest dia, kepentingan dia bila dia sign purchase agreement dengan Nabil. Okay, so apa hak temporary occupation license holder? This one next week lah kita akan belajar. Okay, so yang ni. So whether TOL can be terminated for due to breach of conditions. Sebab conditions dia kena buat untuk, dia dah tulis kat sini, a piece of agriculture. Okay, so agriculture ada condition dia kan. So whether he can claim compensation, boleh ke tidak. So this one kita akan cover next week. Okay, basically dia panjang sikit lah macam ni. Tapi the hint tu ada. Sebenarnya hint tu you baca bawah sekali. Tu the issue dia. Ni ada tak Jap. Let me show you one more. Ada satu tu dia macam very. Dia macam very similar lah. Very similar. Not remember which one. I nak bagi contoh yang kalau soalan kategori use of land. Macam soalan ni. Okay. Finally. Oh, so long. I got a lot of example. Okay, this one lah. Contoh dia je. Okay, this one. Mm, 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 mm. Ini apa tadi? Share. Tu. Okay. Nampak tak? Okay. So yang ni ni fix and ni fixture. So soalan dia tu macam ni lah. Okay, so in January, Sabu executed a charge. So this land is a rubber estate. So the land as stated in the charge carried with it the store, factory, bungalow and several houses. So ni contoh soalan fixture. Fixture and chattel. Okay, so I selalu akan bagi hint atas ni cerita dia kan. You refer kat belah bawah. Okay, ni, okay. So contoh kat sini dia ada dua paragraf kan. So biasa atas ni fakta dia. So dia punya hint tu duduk kat bawah ni lah. Okay, Sabu subsequently has difficulty in complying with the terms of the charge. So RHD Bank is contemplating to apply for an order from the court to auction the said property. So KK Ong came to know about this and immediately informed the bank not to include the machine in their application to the court. So KK Ong claims that they still retain the ownership of the machine because of the unpaid balance of the purchase price by Sabu. So RHD Bank disagree and claim that the machine, which is affixed to the floor by bolts, is a fixture and forms part of the land and has accordingly passed as security to them along with the premises, giving them priority as legal charge. So advise KK Ong. Okay. So kat sini you kena advise lah. So the issue-nya you tengok kat sini. KK Ong claim siapa? Tak boleh conteng ya. Annotate. Okay. Okay ada. Alright, so issue dia itu yang kat sini lah. KK Ong claims that they still retain the ownership of the machine, okay, because of the unpaid balance of the purchase price by Sabu. So the issue is, okay, whether KK Ong can claim the machine due to the unpaid balance of Sabu, okay, as the machine is a fixture. As the machine is the chattel. Okay. So you tengok kat sini. So nanti conclusion you kena buat conclusion whether the machine tu fixture atau chattel. Okay. So apa warna dia tak tukar kejap okay. So you tengok ni, hint dia the machine tu kan, which is affixed to the floor by bolts. Okay. So I dah tulis dah. So ni hint dia, ni lah conclusion you. So conclusion you kalau benda tu fixture, dia owned by KK Ong under hire purchase agreement atau bank, chargy. Okay, so kalau nak jawab yang ni, law dia you answer lah ikut cases. Okay, cases, kejap. Macam mana pula I nak stop ni? Okay. So you baca kat sini, cases Sungai Way leasing ni dengan Wiggins tip. Okay, sebab these two cases, they ada hire purchase agreement on the property. Okay, so yang ni. So nanti I give you examples lah soalan tutorial. Okay, so for you to try to attempt answer it lah. Okay, so some part for your midterm test problematic questions like this, and some part lagi yang macam tadi. Mana pula dah tadi? Ni kot yang macam tadi lah. Dah tak jumpa dah. Banyak sangat sampel. Okay, so yang ada sub tadi. Ni. Okay, so fixture chattel yang macam ni. So kalau yang macam ni tak perlu cases. So you terus tulis je apa you faham principle dia. Okay, as long as you macam tulis lah principle fixture and chattel was not specified in the section 5 NLC. However, it is derived from the principal in Holland against Hodgson case. So basically fixture is apa items attached to the floor by bolts and nuts, which is difficult to remove. Chattels is items that items that movable. Okay, so in this soalan, so in this question, standing in the garden, but it is not affixed by bolts and nuts, is considered as chattel. Okay, so simple macam tu. Oh, sorry. Kalau macam soalan tadi, problematic questions panjang, so you kena guna I punya tips yang I like. Issue, law, application and conclusion. Okay? Okay, clear so far? So nanti I upload dalam e-learning. I upload dalam e-learning contoh questions yang you boleh attempt. So kita discuss next week after our topic for method disposal. Okay? So anything else? Sorry, sakit kan. Okay, so we end our class today. Nanti before I think by next week lah. Okay, I extract the recorded lecture mana yang ada, I upload dalam e-learning so you boleh do further reference. Alright. Okay, thank you so much for your participation. For those yang didn't come last week, okay, you know who you are. Please let me know the reason you did not come. Okay, email me. Okay, your reason. I biasanya tak adalah report apa-apa. Cuma just consider it lah. Okay. Okay, that's all. Mana ni? Do we need to scan attendance? Tak. I can record. So I check satu-satu. Sebab I tak buat lagi attendance tu, my PC problem sikit. Okay, but no problem. Okay, I biasanya tak rigid lah. Okay, as long as you understand and you give cooperation. Okay, but for those who cannot come due to sebab ni online, so you pun tak attend kan. So I macam tak tahu nak bagi leeway apa lagi. Okay. Alright, so that's all lah. Okay, boleh leave now.
Thank you, Miss.
Alright.